AITA, for asking my boyfriend to live with me next year. I, 22F, and my boyfriend, 25M, have been together for around a year and a half now. I recently got my master's and have a stable job with a stable income in publishing. My boyfriend, however, is still in med school and still studying. This year he transferred universities to Town A, where I finished my studies. I got my new job in Town B, which is almost a 2-hour commute from Town A. Before getting the job in Town A, I signed a contract for an apartment in Town A, as I was set to set up work there instead. I thought about advertising my room and getting someone to cover my lease at that point, but since my boyfriend transferred to Town A, he said it would make most sense if we lived together, and I was excited to take this next new step into our relationship. However, I am the only one paying for rent and utilities and groceries. I have never asked him for rent payment or anything, as I know he is still studying and I am actually making money. We plan to get married next year, and we started discussing where we would move, as none of us know the plan for the next academic year upcoming. I want to switch jobs, and I know he does too, but neither of us are sure which town we would be working in yet. As discussing, I mentioned to my boyfriend that since next year we will both be working, would we split the rent payment in half and go 50-50, to which he replied that he would most likely live at home with his parents to save money on rent and commuting time. I started to answer back a bit, stating that I only continued living in Town A because of him, and I commute 2 hours to my current workplace every day, and I'm paying the full rent this year. He said that I was not considering his situation for the next year, and that I was being selfish in asking him to live with me somewhere that suit the both of us depending on where and when we get our next jobs. He said that I was accusing him of using me, and that he was worried about money, hence why I was not seeing his side. I feel really stupid, and I started to get upset as I had stayed in Town A for him and he wanted to save commuting time and money by not living with me next year. It seems like he only wants to live with me if convenient for him and doesn't actually want to take this relationship further. When I asked him won't we be married by that point, his response was, "Oh yeah, I forgot about that," and I started to get more upset, which made him even more annoyed. He kept saying that I was being selfish and not considering his side of things in terms of money, but he has made it clear multiple times that he plans to work next year. I would also love to save money and commuting time. Why is it only he gets to do that, and not me? Next year, I will most likely be living alone in my own apartment paying full rent again by myself, whilst he gets to save money by living with his parents, and only visiting me when he's got time. Am I being selfish here?